to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we are going to see who is your forever person and when will you meet your forever person if not already. So we'll get all the details of this relationship and who this is. And yeah, that's our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. For group one, we have the green geode, and we'll be using the Dark Mansion Tarot. For group two, we have the orange geode, and we'll be using the Manga Tarot. For group three, we have the yellow geode, and we will be using the Cirque du Tarot. And for group four, we have the white geode. And for group four, we'll be using the White Newman Tarot. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time, but we're just gonna jump right into it. All right, if you chose group one with the green geode, this is your reading. We'll be using the Dark Mansion Tarot for you today, and we're gonna see who is your forever person, group one. And when will you meet this person if not already? Spirit, this is for group one with the green geode. Please show us their forever person. Who is this? Please show us their zodiac sign, their energy. What are they like, Spirit? Who is this for group one? So we got water. It flew all the way across the table. And then we have Taurus and Pluto that have come up. So we have one element, one planet, and one zodiac sign so far, Spirit. Who is this for group one? We have Cancer that has come out as well, more water energy. Taurus is earth energy. And then we have Venus. Nice. Ooh. So this is a very romantic person right away. We got Cancer, we got even Taurus tends to be a very romantic sign. Or at least it can be. And then we have, you know, Venus, which is obviously romantic. So this person, they have this kind of soft, mutable energy. Cancer is cardinal water, but water as an element came out for this person. So this person can go with the flow. I feel like they're a bit moody. They can be very emotional. Someone who has very intense emotions when they love someone, when they care about someone, okay? Very intense emotions, very big feelings, and that may be even a way that their teachers would describe them when they were younger. Like, this person, they have very big feelings. We have Taurus, we have Venus, and then we have Pluto. So Pluto is, you know, the planet of beginning and endings. It's the underworld. Pluto is regeneration as well. Phoenix energy. So this person, I feel like they've gone through some life. This definitely seems like someone with a backstory. I wouldn't at all be surprised if this person like was in foster care at a certain point, or if they had a bout of not having a home for a while, or if they've like overcome something big. Or Spirit actually just said immigrant parents. I never heard that before in a reading. That's very interesting and very specific. I love it. This person may have immigrant parents, so this could simply be in their DNA. Maybe their parents did have to have a lot of grit to make it in this world. So this person may be coming from a different culture than you, or if that's something that you share in common with them, then that can be a common ground that you guys have. But this is definitely someone who makes very strong connections. And it doesn't surprise me that this is a reading tapping into your forever person and they're showing up like this, because this person is not going to let you go. You got Taurus who fights for what they love. They fight for what's important to them, the people that are important to them. We got Cancer, fourth house energy, all about family, foundations, togetherness, close connections. What's mine is mine. And then we have Venus, which can also be very selfish and possessive with her love. So this person, they don't play around when it comes to relationships. Like if you're someone who's like, you know, poly or unconventional to any degree, I think you'd be surprised to end up in a relationship with this person because they are not the type to share. They don't play those games at all. I feel like this person has a tendency to get very jealous, actually, to be honest. So that may be their shadow side. Like they have a possessive and jealous nature. But if you're someone who needs that, that'll be really good for you, because if you're someone who like it's very important for you to have security, you're definitely going to feel secure with this person. They go after what they want, but definitely a lover. Spirit, who is their forever person? Yeah, look at this. We got cultured that came out. And I was saying, you know, this person may be from a different culture, or their parents may be from a different place, different country, different part of the world, different continent, like very, very far over the pond, over some water. Cultured says, I know a lot about different cultures and have refined tastes and manners. So tapping into this person's energy, I feel like, oh, I'm also hearing military brat, which I think is a word to describe military kids, I'm almost sure. And so this person, if they had parents that were in the military, then maybe that caused them to travel for a large period of their life. So they've experienced many different cultures. And that's what I was feeling with them. I'm like, it feels like this person is really street smart. Like it feels like, and to me, it felt like because maybe at some point they had been in the streets, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like, I do feel like this person has periods of times where they were like left with adults. Like if you've ever grown up in a home with parents that are, listen, still trying to party or whatever that means to you, then you probably experienced that as well, where it's like, yeah, at times I was kind of left in the trap house, or I was kind of left in this place that maybe I shouldn't have been around adults. I feel like this person has had that experience where it's like they grew up having conversations with adults because there weren't many kids around for whatever reason. So I don't know, you know, you'll see their backstory as you talk to them, whether it's military, whether it's their parents being from a different country, whatever it is, you'll see what it is, but something like that. I feel like this person, they have a story. So we have extroverted and goofy. This person will make you laugh. They're very warm. I'm surprised we didn't get Leo that came out, because I do feel a lot of Leo energy here. But we have goofy. It says, I like joking and playing around. And then extroverted says, I'm the outgoing, social, and in your face type. So I feel like this person, when their social battery is full, they really like to party. They really like to hang out with other people. They like to talk, maybe not party, but just have fun. Like they're adventurous. They like to conversate. They like to be around. It's giving like family vibes, but like, you know, how you'll consider like some of your friends to be family, like that too, where it's like, whether it's blood family or family by association, family by journey, it's like this person, they like to be around their people. And then we have peaceful and relaxed. So again, specifically, I said when their social battery is full, they like to be goofy and extroverted, but they do like to have like a peaceful and relaxed life. I feel like this person, their home is like their safe space, but it can also be their place of connecting with other people. This person may like to host parties. They may be big on hosting parties. Or if you're big on hosting parties, that may be something that you guys bond about. But it's like Saturday, their house is the place where they're hosting a watch party of, you know, a fight going on. And then Monday, it's back to like peaceful zen. They already had their cleaning day. Like they're balanced in that way. So it's interesting. This person has some layers to them for sure. Relax says, I keep it calm and serene. So they're not about drama. I feel like this person, I don't know. I want to know what it is so bad. Maybe that's just like my personal personality, because I want to know what it is. I'm like, what is it about them? What did they go through? Because I want to know exactly how it applies so I can get a good handle on this person. But you'll all be dating like different people, so it'll come from different places. But I'm like, what is it that triggers them so bad when it comes to relationships and romantic connections? Like, is it a mother wound? Like, I'm just very curious, like, Why are they so clingy when it comes to relationships? Honestly, it could just be their astrology though. Peaceful says, I like things to be at peace, because I'm like, this person, they're cool, they're chill, but until you mess with who they love, they are no longer cool. They are no longer chill. But again, it could just be their astrology, it could just be their personality or their value system that makes them kind of turn up, because it's like, this person could be so cool. They could be the person you have a good time with, all about a good time, all about, you know, fun. And then you make a pass at their wife. Whoo, that's a different person you're getting right there. Oof. And it's like, I feel like this is one of those type of people who really do go 0 to 100, or they really do, like, I don't know. It's just like, they say this about like the quiet types, like you never expect them to like turn up, but I feel like this person has that energy too. They seem so cool and fun until you cross a line, a boundary. Spirit, tell us more about their forever person. Who is this? How does this come together? So we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Swords. There's definitely some big decision that you make in your life, or some big action that you take that aligns you with this person. You're going to meet them when you're closing a cycle. And it's not conditional, so it's not like, oh, you have to close a big cycle before you meet this person. It's just, that's how it's happening. It's like Knight of Swords, you slay a dragon, you know, whatever it is. You break up with your ex, you get out of a long-term relationship, you end school, you start a new job, you move to a new place, some sort of big change or big decision that you make. This could even have something to do with like your personal aspirations in this life. Like, you know, maybe you decide to get into acting again if you did that as a kid, or you decide to start your own Etsy shop just to do on the side, like some sort of big change that has to do with you and your journey only. Wheel of Fortune somehow, some way puts you in alignment with this connection. And I feel like this person has kind of been there all along in a way. We do have the Six of Wands here. We have the Six of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So I feel like there may be some sort of similarity between you and this person, some sort of mirrored path, because Eight of Swords is like an energy of you guys kind of being set free, with the Six of Wands coming in there through each other. So there's definitely an energy, like a strong Plutonian energy. I mean, Eight of Swords is essentially when you're still trapped in confinement. But the Six of Wands coming out after that, like you guys are able to move forward with each other. So it just feels like you're getting out of a cycle. I'm seeing, Spirit is showing me someone jumping into a car and then you're riding off. And now I'm seeing just married on the back of the car with like the cans at the back, like how they used to do, like, oh my God, in the 90s. They used to put the cans like on the bottom of the car to like make noise. Spirit is showing me that. So it's kind of like Eight of Swords, you're stuck in a cycle, or there's something that's been very karmic in your life that you're finally slaying with that Knight of Swords. And then Wheel of Fortune, this comes together and it's very instant. This person may have love at first sight with you, especially with how they make attachments. I feel like they just know in their heart. They just know when someone's meant for them. We got the Six of Swords in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I feel to a degree that some of you, ooh, Spirit is showing me with this, you may be trying to force it with manifestation, like a small portion of you, versus just taking like the practical steps that would put you in new energy. And Spirit is saying it's mind, body, and soul. So if you've been seeing 111 as an angel number, but combinations of like threes as well, 303, 313, 333, that can also be a sign. Even 1111, like a little bit of a sweetener, like Spirit trying to grab your attention and let you know, like, this would be really good for you. But some of you have been really focused on the magic versus the practical steps. Like, okay, what can I do practically that can just put me in new energy? or that will make me feel different, because it's not even about manifesting love, but some of you have been struggling to manifest purpose. Oh, that's kind of eerie. We have the Magician that just came out reversed as well. So Spirit is saying, like, again, decentering the magic and dropping back down into your body. I'm feeling a little bit of Neptunian energy as well, a little escapism, maybe a glass of wine or more every night, or, you know, whatever your vice is, whatever. But it feels like you have a system, and it feels very comfortable, and it feels like, you know, maybe you've just been focusing on the wrong things, like 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, focusing on your long-term stability would be better. And maybe you've been looking at a relationship as long-term stability. Let me pull for a timeline before I forget. So maybe that could be, let me just clarify this. You have the 4 of Cups in reverse and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So it kind of just seems like you're moving out of a place of habit versus having a plan. So Spirit is saying, shake up that routine, shake up, you know, your life in general. If it's feeling boring, if it feels like it has no, you know, purpose, or if it feels like you're not getting enough out of life right now, Spirit is saying, let's shake that up, because 9 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Cups in reverse, it's like 9 of Cups in reverse, okay, you're not fulfilled. But then we have the 4 of Cups in reverse, which is like, you're also not changing anything about your routine, your schedule, where you are. You simply need to expose yourself to new people. I feel like you guys feel like with this 9 and 10 of Pentacles in reverse that you have planted seeds where you are, and because of that, it's very hard for you to let go of that place. It's like sunken cost fallacy, where you end up holding on to something longer because you don't want to waste the money or the time or the energy that you've invested previously. But by staying, you end up investing more, so you end up losing more. It feels like that, like your current city or place or relationship or whatever it is you're holding on to, your current routine. It's just kind of like, it's kind of, you know, at the end of its line in terms of value that it can offer you. 4 of Wands in reverse. I feel like that, oh, and damn. And the World in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that Spirit kind of just saying your future spouse is not, your forever person is not where you are currently. And that doesn't have to mean physically. I feel like you will know what this is, like intuitively, because it feels like whatever Spirit has been trying to get you to focus on and expand from. So for some of you, it's your career. For some of you, it's a specific apartment that's held on, a lot of karmic energy and a lot of heartbreak. A lot of things have happened in that apartment. You need a new start. For all of you, it's not physical. Spirit, for group 1, can we get a timeline, please? We have August. It is August when I'm filming this, and I'm pretty sure it'll still be August when this posts. So for some of you, this can happen sooner rather than later. Wow, we even got Virgo season that came up. So we're getting a lot of August energy. We got August that came out in itself, and then Virgo season is August 23rd to September 22nd. So I feel like you could be meeting your forever person sooner rather than later, group 1. But when I got this 18, immediately I heard 18 months. So for some of you, there could be quite the delay. We got 16, we got 18, we got 20, and we got 10. Or sorry, 01. It was upside down. So we got 1, we got the 16th, the 18th, and the 20th. So any of these days can be significant to you. You could meet this person on any of these days, or these days could be significant moving forward, like in August or even in September, since we got Virgo season there. But I feel like this is right up on you. Really right up on you, especially with that Wheel of Fortune that came out before. This can be way sooner than later, but like I said, when that 18 came out, I heard 18 months. So for some of you, maybe you have a big move planned 18 months from now. Or that's how long it'll take for things to happen for you. Something about this does feel delayed, though. We got 4 as well. 01 and 04 could also be January and April. But we have July and patience is needed. So something about this kind of feels like even the timeline is still bleeding, like July, August, September. Something about this feels like this may be something that has already started and you may already know who your forever person is, especially if we describe them through this reading, but it also feels a little delayed. Like something about this feels like this was supposed to happen sooner, so I wonder what was in the way. You may already know. For someone, maybe it was an injury, so you couldn't do something, or some money not coming through, so you couldn't execute something. And you may have discovered that it's going to take you another year, up to 18 months for you to execute this again. So for some of you, patience may be needed because your specific situation, you may already know what that is. Like there's kind of something that ended up delaying the process. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 1? We have integrate your knowing. So Spirit is saying crown chakra and third eye, anchoring those to the solar plexus. The easiest way to strengthen your chakras is to listen to chakra healing music as you sleep. I like the YouTube account Meditative Mind, and they actually have a Spotify even, so you can listen. You don't have to worry about ads or anything like that. Well, I don't know if there's ads. Actually, I have Spotify Premium, so maybe that's why I don't get ads, but I don't think that there's ads. But you can at least listen to it, with your screen off, because that actually really messes up your battery if you listen to like YouTube while you're sleeping, but the screen is still on. That will fry your battery. We have magic happens when you most expect it. So Spirit is wanting you to move from a place of trying to create with that magician energy that came up in reverse before, moving from a space of trying to create to really allowing. And I feel like you can feel that time is of the essence. I feel like you can feel you're in a special time right now. And let me be the confirmation to tell you that you absolutely are. And I feel like this is going to pop off sooner than later for you guys. I feel like this is going to pop off in the very near future for you, group 1. And that's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, and that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the orange stone, this is your reading. We're going to find out who is your forever person and when will you meet them, if not already. Spirit, this is for group 2. Group 2 with the orange geode. Please show us their forever person. What is their energy? What is their zodiac sign? Who is this? We got Gemini and Aquarius coming out right away. A lot of air energy. This person may have an air placement in their Venus specifically, I'm hearing. We got fire here. So fire and air, I don't know if they work well together in terms of like astrology, but I do know that from an elemental standpoint, I'm going to put that stack back. If it's meant to come out, it'll come back out. But the way that it kind of plopped out, but I do know, like from an elemental standpoint, air just invigorates, it just strokes the fire and makes it bigger and better. So with this person having fire and air in their energy, this is definitely someone with a lot of life force. And I'm so glad that the moon came out, because that gives them like a feminine energy to kind of put their mind at rest, put their hands at rest, calm themselves down, temper themselves. It gives them that feminine, intuitive touch that is receptive and open. So I feel like this person is really intense, and you may just be their, their kryptonite, the thing, well, I guess that wouldn't be their kryptonite, but you would be like just the thing that kind of calms them down and recenters them and focuses them and brings them back to their body. We have this stack. That's the second time. I know Neptune was in the first stack. We have this deck that keeps wanting to come out, and I'm like, that's like half the deck, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it this time because it happened again. So we have Mars, Leo, and Venus. So we have a lot of our planets coming out. Mars, Leo, No, sorry. Why did I say Leo? Oh, Leo's right here. That's why. We have Neptune, Venus, and Mars. Any other planets? No, we just have the moon, which isn't a planet, but in that similar energy. So Mars, action, Venus, romance, feeling. Also Mars does have that physically intimate undertone. We have Neptune, which rules the unconscious and the subconscious, and then we have the moon, which is the Earth's satellite that also has a major effect on people and the Earth itself. So I feel like this is someone with Neptune and the moon here who can be very emotional, and with Venus and Mars, to be honest, they may run with their feelings a little bit, not gonna lie. Like, this may be someone where it's like you make them feel a way and they assume a whole bunch of other things based on how they feel, which me personally, I even noticed that I do that a lot of the time. I kind of like associate thoughts with feelings, you know, like I don't know why it's like that. It's like I could literally have, just as an example, $500 in my bank account. I got $500 in my bank account. And one day I'm feeling really good. The feelings are high. I'm living life. The next day I have the same $500 in my bank account, but I feel bad. So I assume it's something to do with my money. I don't got enough money. I don't know why I do that. Is that a regular human thing or is that a placement thing? I don't know why I do that, but I feel like this person is like that a little bit, where it's like, depending on their feelings, it does kind of make them associate their feelings with certain thoughts. So if you group 2 have any ways that you can overcome that, let me know in the comments, because I just became aware of the fact that I do that not too long ago, like within the last month. And that's kind of a scary thought. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be at the mercy of your feelings, and you don't want to associate how you feel with certain thoughts. So I don't know. If you got some articles, let me know below. If you know what that's all about. But we have fire here as well. So this is a very passionate person, a very feelings-based person. How they feel really does govern how they move. And we do have some of these like feelings-based, even Virgo can be very much so in their head and very sensitive, surprisingly. I find that with Aquarius too. Aquarius is just really good at masking. Gemini, not so much. And my bestie, one of my best friends is a Gemini, so I got personal experience, you know, with that Gemini energy. But anyways, Gemini is more intellectual, whereas Aquarius can be more intellectual as well. But we do have Leo and Scorpio and Virgo here. So I feel like this person is about family, they're about structure, and they're about like pack mentality, like togetherness. And the pack mentality, for me, that energy doesn't even come from Leo with the lion archetype. It's actually coming more from Scorpio. So I feel like this person may have like a Scorpio Mars, or maybe even a Scorpio Venus. Hey now, if they got a Scorpio Venus, you're about to have a good time, okay? But buckle up though. I hope your drive is high, because they don't wear you out. Okay, anyways. So Leo, Virgo, Scorpio. This person is very intense. This person is a lot. They're a lot. Not gonna lie, they're a lot. But I really do feel like it's in the best way, and I'm not just telling you that. I really do feel like it's in the best way, especially if you're someone who's good with emotions. Now, if you're super intellectual, if you're like definitely more left brain, okay, you may struggle with this, but this is your forever person. So maybe you guys kind of balance each other out in that way. And then we have Gemini, so they can hold an intellectual conversation. Also, when it comes to wealth, I don't know why sometimes we feel like happiness doesn't align with wealth, but with this person, I do feel like they make a good amount of money. They have like life figured out in that way. They're not someone who's irresponsible, even though they are very feelings based. You know, feelings don't typically align with business. So I can understand where the fear would come from, but that won't be a problem with them. Okay, Spirit, who is their forever person? Can you tell us more about them? What are they like? Who is this for group 2? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I guess I could see that. We have ambitious, intimidating, and taker. So this person is greedy, okay? Greedy with their love, greedy with like I could totally see that. They need dedication in relationships. I'm actually hearing this line from Seven by Jungkook from BTS. if you've heard it, Monday, where he's like, show you what devotion is. I don't know why Spirit brought that up, but this person, yeah, they're very devoted, and they need that devotion reciprocally. Not gonna lie, like, they need you to reciprocate. Intimidating, it says, my looks intimidate a lot of people. This person may be very tall. This person may have dark features. Spirit is showing me something funny. Spirit is showing me the Addams family, but specifically Spirit is showing me, I don't know his name, the tall one. I'm like, oh, Addams family, how romantic. We have the two, you know, we have, oh, what's her name? I hate that I'm blanking now. But we have, you know, the OG with the dark black hair, and then you have her husband that's just obsessed with her, but Spirit's like showing me the tall one, the one that would be driving the car. I'm like, no, Spirit, you stop that. But anyways, yeah, this person may have dark features. They may be like very tall. Someone who gets a lot of attention. We have ambitious. I go after what I want. So again, you won't have to worry about it. I feel like this person is the best of both worlds. It's giving like a little bit CEO energy now, where it's like this person may have a high paying job or a high position in society. They could even have some sort of fame or notoriety. This person gets a lot of respect. And then we have taker. I don't mind taking as long as you are giving. So yeah, you're definitely going to have to set boundaries with this person. And again, this is your forever person. So it's not going to be like, oh, it's all just love and kisses. It's going to be everything, because this is your forever person. So, you know, it's going to include all the stuff that usually you wouldn't see with a short-term relationship or something that's just temporary. Spirit. Who is this? Nice. We have affectionate and courageous. Courageous says, I stand firm and go for what I believe in. And affectionate says, I am very open with showing you how I feel. So if you're someone who feels like you need like to be posted, I just saw something, it was like National Girlfriend's Day, and people were freaking out in the comments because someone didn't post them. And it was just like this big thing, and I didn't know people were that serious about posting on social media. Like for me, I wouldn't ever even expect, I'd probably be a bit weirded out personally if someone posted me, because I just don't, I don't like putting my relationship on, you know, the gram or whatever site, but a lot of people were. So if you're someone who does need that, you know, to each his own, whatever. Someone's out there is gonna, you know, be right with that. You will get that from them. They'll post you, all of that. And, you know, Mother's Day, Father's Day, the holidays, Christmas, Valentine's Day, like you'll be one of those people who could, if you wanted to, like make that post that goes viral, because you get so much stuff. Like, I feel like this person is very, very generous. They're affectionate with their love. They're courageous. They go after what it is that they want. And we have book smart. This one says, I am educated and studious. So again, yeah, it's interesting. I'm like, I'm just very curious how they manage. This person, they feel like a shark. That's the energy they feel like to me. Like it feels like in the business world, like they are cold with it. Like they either make a lot of money or, again, very respected, have a little fame, notoriety. Like this person is the kind of person that gets into the game at 30 like Jay-Z, and then literally only raps for a little while and then starts their own label. Like this person seems like very much so able to go against all odds. Like it's not a thing to become an entertainer they would consider that late, you know? But some people do it, and this person, I get a little bit of that energy. We have the Six of Cups. Spirit, how is this relationship coming together with their forever person? How is this relationship coming to be? We have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse. So this relationship, this person may be saving you out of a certain situation. And it feels like it could be anything. You could have gotten recently betrayed by a friend group. You could have recently got out of like a long-term relationship. You thought this was your forever person. They're already in a new relationship, like betrayal. or like an eviction or losing a car. Like it's kind of down and out energy where you've gone through something traumatic, losing a job that you've had for years, or a friendship, or, you know, like a parent, a pet, like something deep, big, and impactful. And this person is saving you out of that situation. So whatever it is, some way, somehow, this person really is like the light at the end of the tunnel for you. This relationship is coming together as you're losing something or getting rid of something, or after something big has ended. We have the Six of Cups and the Moon, so very unexpected. Six of Cups, you could have even met this person before. I feel like you guys will have like a freaky story like that, where it's like, oh my God, I met you at a concert 3 years ago. Like, remember, da 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 da. Or, oh my God, we were in the same 3rd grade class. Like, no, I remember you. And they're like, oh yeah, I transferred, da da da. Like, you guys are going to have something weird like that. Like, you may remember them, or they may remember you from like years ago. With the Six of Cups and the Moon, it's kind of like this is coming together very unexpectedly. And even with the Moon card, it's kind of like it wouldn't even make sense. Like, it's coming together at like an unlikely time even. We have the Nine of Cups, which is good. So interesting that you guys have made peace in this time in your life when you're meeting them, regardless of Five of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse. This happening kind of on the heels of chaos. You've cleared that chaos. I mean, they're both, you know, in reverse. So it seems like you're meeting this person when you're in the healing phase. You had finally accepted what happened to you, and you've let go of the past in that way. And you're finally moving into a space of, I feel content. I mean, it's Nine of Cups, not like, you know, Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups. It's like the progression, very close to Ten of Cups energy. You're feeling really good. It's not just like, oh, I'm in this new space, you know, new opportunity. It's like bigger than that. Nine of Cups, you're actually feeling really good. And then we got the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you seem to be meeting this person as you have kind of restored yourself. And it seems like, I feel like you guys, I'm getting this energy of a pod. Like, you're in your own pod. That may be your house. Some of you may have like a canopy bed, but ooh, I'm also seeing a weighted blanket. But anyways, Spirit is saying like you're meeting this person as you're, I mean, the pod could also represent like hermit mode, coming out of hermit mode, or very much so still in hermit mode. And then here we have it, 10 of Pentacles and the World card. This is coming together like almost by magic. So very interesting. You're meeting this person. I feel like something about your meeting or something about this person may be serendipitous. Like, again, you met them in school, or you had one class with them, or you met them at a concert years ago, or da 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 da, like something like that. But also 10 of Pentacles and the World card is like things coming full circle. This is happening. I don't know. It feels destined. But they're very much so saving you, because I'm like trying to make it like, but technically, I don't know. I'm trying to like draw the 10 of Pentacles and the World card to something you've done. But if I'm being completely honest, a lot of that is just them kind of showering you with love. I mean, you have done a lot to get in alignment with this, with whatever you ended in that betrayal. And this is like a reward. But a lot of that is just them just showering you with like, I'm seeing like gold, like riches, like bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. Again, it's a very bittersweet moment. It seems like this is happening as you're getting rid of other things, or there's some sort of abandonment or a big ending. Spirit, can I get a timeline for group 2? When will they meet their forever person? Okay, so first of all, we have don't waste your time, and divine timing is at play. And then we have you have a lot of time, and it depends on your actions. So if you're currently hanging on to something right now, group 2, especially with us knowing 5 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, that that's directly related to you being at the right place at the right time to meet this person. I would work on those things. It depends on your actions, means like something about this is connected. I mean, they say everything is connected, but something about this really is connected. Like, you won't be in a certain place to meet this person unless you let go of a friendship or let go of something from the past, because that's putting you in new spaces. Like, say you always go like to a karaoke bar with your friends. That's your thing. You do karaoke, you do art, you are into coffee, whatever. Like, so there's these few places that you're pretty much consistently at. Well, if you get rid of that friend group, or if they betray you, or if you end that, you're going to go to a new coffee shop. You're going to find a new activity that you can do. You may be putting yourself in alignment with, okay, what do I like? Or new like activities and things like that. Like, okay, instead of karaoke, I'm going here. So it's something like that. It's not conditional where it's like, oh, Spirit's saying you have to end this friendship before you can get love. But it is connected still in some way. So that's kind of like the beauty of tarot. When you can see those deeper details, that's when you can start to kind of do certain things that will create these, you know, reactions that will get you to things sooner. Because now that we can see that you ending that, or being ostracized from that group, or leaving that job, or an eviction, or something more traumatic, now that we can see that's happening and it's connected, I mean, you could do it now and get it a whole lot sooner. We did get some dates that did come out though. We have Taurus season and Leo season as significant for you. Leo season is July 23rd to August 22nd. So I think that's just passed by the time this video posts. But we have Taurus season as well. So this could be next year energy. But again, it does depend on your actions. I feel like this can come through significantly sooner if you kind of take heed to what we talked about, and then you kind of make some adjustments to cut certain things and people or a job, whatever it is for you, off sooner. We got number 16. You can meet this person on the 16th, or 16 could be significant to you in some way. But again, we have don't waste your time and divine timing is at play. So I feel like Spirit is saying just do the best you can with what you have right now and with what is being presented to you at this time. And that's what's going to be the determining factor with directly aligning you with this person, because a part of this is out of your control if it's divine timing. But a part of this does depend on your actions. So it's kind of like the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, you know. Do your 20% and let the universe handle the other 80. Let the universe, you know, do the rest of the work. But make sure you do your part, your 20%, so that you can ensure that you get your happily ever after. And don't waste time. You know, if you're noticing people have red flags, or if people are not being what you need, or not being there for you like you're there for them, cutting people off sooner rather than later. And then we have welcome the divine masculine. So maybe you're a divine feminine or a divine masculine yourself, and Spirit is saying now it's time to allow someone to come in and to take care of you. Welcome the divine masculine. Welcome this energy of people doing things for you with no alternative intentions. And that's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, and that is where you can find your girl. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the yellow geode, this is your reading. We're using the Cirque du Tarot, and we're going to see who is your forever person, group 3, and when will you meet them, if not already. Spirit, this is for group 3. Group 3 with the yellow stone. Please show us their forever person. What is their energy? What is their zodiac sign? Who is the forever person for group 3? A lot of cards are jumping up for you. I feel like this person's ready. When you first meet them, they're ready. We have Cancer, we have Taurus energy that has come out. I just heard a force as well. This person is a force to be reckoned with. Spirit, who is this person? We have Cancer, we have Taurus, we have Leo, we have Earth, Water, and Fire energy so far. Taurus can be big on the home, big on close relationships, stability, comfortability, stimuli as well. They like to be happy. They like to feel good, whether that's eating, whether that's going on vacation, whatever it is that they like to do. So I feel like this person, they do have this side of them that loves to travel, that loves to be adventurous, that loves to try new food, new things, learn about new cultures. And then we have the Cancerian side, which is more like fourth house energy, which is similar to Taurian energy because it is like home and stability and comfort, but also like emotional comfort and emotional stability and anchoring their feelings and synthesizing things. So I feel like this person is very deep, and I feel like they make deep attachments. And then we have Leo, which adds this kind of, to me, it feels like a protective layer. I feel like that Leo energy adds this protective layer to them where it's like they take care of and protect those who they love, and they're all about their people being taken care of and comfortable. Like, for an example, even if this is a masculine and, you know, traditionally it's like usually more the feminine would cook, or the feminine would be taking care of the kids or making sure everybody is okay, making sure everybody's eating before they eat. This person is not like that. They're very selfless, you know, even if it's not in alignment with like their traditional worldly role in society, what society tells you should do. It's more like this person, they live according to their feelings. They live according to their kind of moral comp. And then we have Aries and the moon, so more fire energy, and the moon actually rules Cancer, so more of that moon energy, that feminine energy. The moon is the Earth's satellite, so another card of this person being a leader, a driving force, a motivator. So if you're someone who's entrepreneurial, or you want to be entrepreneurial, you want to have your own business, you want to climb the ladder, or even if you have more emotional things, and this person would be perfect for that. If you have more emotional things that you need to move through, work through, and alchemize in this lifetime, oh my God, this person is perfect, because I feel like they have actionables. Like, not only are they a great listener, not only is there like a really deep resonance between you and this person, but I feel like they have the actionables. Like, okay, how do we move past this? So this person, they may have a library in their home, like they may have a room that has a lot of bookcases, and I feel like they could be really big on like self-help, or really big on business, like really big on really self-help, because it's like helping yourself elevate with your own resources. So that can be in an emotional way, but self-help can also be taking yourself out of like a situation where you don't have enough to, you know, survive, and, you know, building yourself up. So I feel like this person is a great motivator and a great person to have on your team. Not at all surprised that this is your forever person. Spirit, anything else you want to show us about who this is? We have Uranus and Libra that have flipped over. So Libra, we got that Venus energy that comes with Libra. I feel like this person is really about peace and stability. They like to be comfortable. That's a big thing with them. Cancer loves to be comfortable. So does Taurus. Aries, not so much. Aries can be a bit uncomfortable if it's necessary, and so can Leo. But Libras, I do find, generally like things to be more favorable, like things to feel more good. With that influence of Venus, they do kind of need things to be a little more the way that they like it, a little more aesthetic, a little more luxury, comfortable. But then you have a Uranus, the planet of change. So this person, I feel like they're unlike anyone you've ever dated. I feel like this person isn't going to remind you of anyone. And you may have a type, and you may look back at your exes and they all kind of have these similarities, but with this person, I genuinely don't believe that there's going to be similarities. I just saw 555 as well on the camera, so this may come through very unexpectedly. It may happen at a random or even like an inopportune time in your life where it's like you really wouldn't expect to meet someone in the way that you meet them or at the time that you meet them. You may meet them as you're doing the walk of shame and this person is like your Uber the next day. Like just something random like that where it's like, okay, this is not how I want to meet someone literally doing the walk of shame, but also this person, you're just making that connection with them. Yeah, we have competition, extroverted, and emotional. I don't know why this is giving me Drake energy. I do know Drake is a Scorpio sun with a Leo rising, I want to say. So some of the placements are similar here with his chart. But it's giving me that kind of energy where it's like, how are you going to be someone who like is extroverted or loud or even abrasive? You may even cause problems. You may disrupt people's peace. You may disrupt the room, the energy, the reality, but emotional. Like it's your fault. How are you going to be emotional? So with this person, listen, they're a full human being, okay? We have competition. They could be very clever. I'm getting a Loki archetype with this person, like Thor and Loki, that Loki, L-O-K-I. I'm getting a little bit of that energy where they could be a bit mischievous, but you can't help but to love them. You really can't. Like, this is the bad guy. Aren't I supposed to hate you? But it's like, so this person, they may be a little... They may have F-boy, F-girl humor or tendencies. They may be a reform F-boy, F-girl, whatever. But it's like they're a total lover when they're in this relationship with you. But some of their jokes that they make may make you feel away. Not gonna lie. Like some of their jokes may make you feel like, ugh, I freaking hate you. But I also love you. So anyways, we have competition. It says, I like to keep up with the Joneses. This person, it may be important to them to have a nice home, a nice car, and also they may come from a family that like migrated from another country, another continent, another region. It could be very far. But with I like to keep up with the Joneses, it feels like they care kind of about what society, you know, like there's certain cultures like, you know, and like Korean beauty standards and things like that. You know, I was just watching a reel the other day and this girl was talking about the beauty standards and she's talking about, you know, I'm from the United States, so I can go to the store with, you know, sweatpants and a t-shirt, but over here I am severely underdressed and there's a noticeable difference, you know. So this person may come from a culture that's kind of like that, where it's like we like to look nice. We present, it's important to us as a people to present ourselves well, whereas in other countries, it doesn't matter at all. You know, really, you can be looking a mess, like, and no one will blink an eye. So this person may have that kind of background. Extroverted says, I'm the outgoing, social, and in-your-face type. I'm hearing perform. This person likes to perform. They may like to do karaoke. They may like to sing. This person may like to dance. They may be really good at dancing. But I am hearing that they like to perform. So there's a little bit of an energy with this person where it's like, I feel like they like to put on a show to a degree. And then we have emotional. It says, I can be really sensitive at times and react. So again, with that moon, it's not surprising. With that Aries energy, it's not surprising. Even with Libra, like this person, Cancer, yeah, we got a good amount of emotional signs up here, actually. Nice. Ambitious. I go after what I want. So this person is not easily deterred. This person is not easily moved out of their path. You can't play them out of their position. Like this is someone who's very ambitious. They have their own goals. They like to compete. They like luxury. I feel like this person likes spending a lot of money, or they like having real gold, real silver. Like they're big on that. And they may come from a culture that like gifts gold and silver, specifically gold, I'm hearing, at births. So that can also give you a little more information about them. Spirit. So with their forever person, how is this relationship coming together? Wow, we got the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So something that Spirit is saying, oh my God, this is a new deck. This is the first time I'm using it. Isn't it so beautiful? It's the Cirque du Tarot. So it's like based on like, what do you call that? Now I'm not even remembering. But like, you know, the shows that come into town, I'm literally seeing it. It's not a carnival. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. But anyways, I love this deck. It's just so cool and beautiful. But okay, so Two of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. Spirit was saying a big part of you being in alignment with this person is making up your mind. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So Spirit is really challenging you to get out of your comfort zone when it comes to the circus. Oh my God. I was going to be so mad if I could not remember that word. The freaking circus. When it comes to knowing what you want and making up your mind, like Knight of Swords in reverse feels like when you go on first dates and they ask you like, what are you looking for? You may say, oh, I'm not really looking for anything specific. And Spirit is saying that's not going to work anymore because that has gotten you wrapped up in people and cycles for way, way too long. So we can't do that anymore. And even if you are open, just don't tell people you're open. You know, take some time right now to decide what you'll say or what it is you're wanting. But, you know, saying, oh, I'm, you know, not into anything serious, or, you know, being too general, it is not going to work anymore. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit is saying you have to make a decision as far as like what you're going to do. And Queen of Cups, you have to stand in that. You have to know that you're worthy. You have to stand in your power. You have to stand in your truth. Like Queen of Cups, I want to be pampered, or I want to be taken care of. Whatever lifestyle you want, this person is competitive enough to where if they don't have it, they will go get it. Ambitious enough to, like, you will give them a whole new motivation, especially with this person caring so much about like family and husband, wife, like their spouse. They will do it. So be honest. Like, listen, I want to live a life of luxury and I'm trying to spend 10,000 a week. That's kind of crazy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to want to spend 10,000 a week? Like, what if you don't even find anything? But, that kind of energy. I'm also seeing some repeating twos. We got the Two of Cups that just came up in reverse with the Two of Pentacles in reverse that came out before. So Spirit is saying you're actually going to have to treat this like a business deal. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You may overinvest in people in the beginning, group 3. So Spirit is calling you to get out of that pattern where you're too general about what it is that you want, or you're too open, or you let anybody in your path. Spirit is also saying like curiosity kills the cat. You may have ended up in a situation where something very real occurred simply from your curiosity, because a lot of times, you know, it's like, I can tell that this person probably doesn't have very much to offer, but I want to see. And Spirit's like, absolutely not. We're in a very crucial time. If people aren't looking valuable, if they're not showing in their life that they're valuable, we're no longer entertaining, period, point blank. And I don't care how it sounds, because it's not like, it's not superficial. It's not like, oh, they're Gucci down, so they get a chance. It's like, no, what do they value? Like, do they have their own car? Do they have their own home? And what does that home look like? Like, you know, what are their relationships actually like with their family? Not, oh, they're saying, I want a family, I value family, but what is their relationship like with their own family? Have they worked through generational trauma? Have they pushed themselves to grow as a person? That's what you need to look at. So not like, oh, they wear this, so they get to slide. It's like, no, it's like, really, does their life reflect what they're saying that they want? Because they can have all the wants in the world, but if they don't have the life experience to maintain that life, they can't be a candidate for you, group 3. So I don't know why Spirit is being so stern with you in this energy, but you may be a bit of a pushover. You may be a bit of a pushover, or just too curious for your own good, because Spirit is saying you need to treat this like a business deal. Like with your forever person, you're treating this like a business deal. Like I pulled these cards to see specifically like how this is coming together. So this is something that you're actually doing rather than Spirit saying you have to. So you're going to naturally progress into this energy. But we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun card. So I feel like you've led with your heart with that Queen of Cups for a long time. And Spirit is saying, let's lead with the heart in terms of what we want, not just having a heart for this person who doesn't have, you know, very much to offer. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you may have gotten played in the past, like played by someone, or people took advantage of you. And it's like the Sun card. You are a child of God, okay? A child of Spirit, the divine, of this universe, and you deserve good things, you deserve nice things, and you deserve your moment. And the Sun denotes like this childlike connection to the divine, and also being like at the will of the higher power. So surrendering to the higher power is a part of this process as well. Spirit, can I get a timeline for group 4? Wow, we got August. And I'm pretty sure it's still August as I'm posting this video. It's August as I'm filming it. We have 02 and 20. I'm also hearing 2020. 2020 may be when the relationship happened that like really rocked you. But you could meet this person on the 2nd, on the 20th. Either of these can be significant numbers for you. 02 can also represent February. But we have August, so this could come like sooner rather than later, really soon. Or this could be talking about how this is someone that you've recently met earlier in August. We have spring that has just come out. So I feel like you're most likely to meet this person in summer, but I'm also getting a little bit of like late in the year energy. We got Cancer season as well, which would be summer. So we got August, Cancer season. You could have met this person in Cancer season or in August of the year that you're watching this. So it should be 2023 for most people. But we also have winter, spring. We have October here. We have longer than you expect, and divine timing is at play. So there may be something going on with your timeline, group 3. I'll check that out in the tarot right now to see if it's anything that you can change, something that you need to do, or if it's really just all divine timing. But I'm getting like glitches with your timeline where it's like you have like literally like 3 weeks at a time. It doesn't make sense where things are going amazing, and then all of a sudden it seems like you're back in your old life again. So I don't know what's up with your timeline and what's going on, but it seems like 3 steps forward, 5 steps back, or something like that. It seems like you keep getting pulled back into this old timeline. So it could be a person. Maybe it's a cord cutting ritual you need to do to disconnect from a person or your old life, or maybe it's your apartment or your house. You know, especially if you've lived there for years, that your walls literally collect every vibration that you're sending out. So if you went through something, you know, traumatic in your house, it's carrying that energy unless you've cleansed your house. And literally, I mean like cleanse your walls, like taking some lemon and orange essential oil, mixing that up in a spray bottle with some water, and then literally washing your walls down with that, or even using like some Florida water. I like to use the essential oils because if you have a diffuser, then you probably have most essential oils that you would need for spiritual purposes, but you may need to do a cleansing. Spirit, can you tell me about this timeline? Is there something, what's going on with the time? We have the 9 of Wands, which is a cycle. We have the 5 of Wands, which is like current chaos, something that you're still engaging in and battling. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles is your curiosity, but Knight of Pentacles is also giving me an energy because Pentacles is the slowest moving in the tarot deck. So I feel like you have a belief that Knight of Pentacles, something is going to come in. Maybe it was, you know, predicted for you in an old reading, but there's something that you're holding on to, group 3, that's making it hard for you to open yourself up to what's available now. And holding on to that belief is causing you to take actions based on that. And that is what ultimately gets you into the trouble. You can have a belief and it never really negatively affect you, because there's always the real 3D world that will reign supreme, like the actions you take over your beliefs and what you may think. But your beliefs inspire your actions, so you're actually consistently aligning yourself with that old timeline. 5 of Wands, this is an energy of you hanging out in certain places or with certain people that aren't serving you or that are dragging you behind. So you probably already know what that is. Every time you go into work, you go in with a good attitude and then you leave pissed off. Bruh, it's time to, I know, like it's tough, but it's time to get rid of that job for real. You know, or that apartment. Every time you go to sleep, you wake up in a crap mood, you know, like I'm telling you, that house, it's carrying that energy. You need to do a deep cleansing. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So something about this just has to do with like where you are in your cycle. I do feel like you're at the tail end of like a karmic cycle, but it does still feel like it has a hold on you, and it does feel like it's holding you. So in terms of your timeline kind of being all over the place, I feel like it's conditional on these 3 things. So if we can clear these three things, this will happen like way sooner rather than later. And yeah, that's what I got for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the white geode and the white Newman tarot, this is your reading. We're going to tap into your forever person. We're going to see who that is for you, group 4, and we're going to see when will you meet, if not already. Spirit, this is for group 4. Group 4 with the white geode. Please show us for group 4, their forever person, their zodiac sign or their energy. Show us who this is. Ooh, nice. So we have the Earth energy, we have Venus, we have Aquarius, we have the Sun, and we have Cancer. So we got a lot that came out for you right away. I feel like this person is ultimately more calm, more chill. I definitely feel like they're a lover, and I feel like they're really intelligent. Like with this Sun and Aquarius energy, they have some sort of personal interest that keeps them busy. I'm seeing someone working in their garage, and then before that, Spirit was showing me someone working in an office with clear glasses on. Not like scientist glasses, but just glasses with like clear frames. Spirit was showing me that specifically, but it looks like they were reading a book or something. So this person has some sort of personal interest that they nerd out about. They may have collectibles, like maybe they collect Legos, or they collect, you know, memorabilia from a movie or a franchise that they love. But I definitely feel like this person has their own thing. Like I said, working in their garage, maybe they're into like DIY, home improvement. But with Aquarius and the Sun, they do have a good amount of masculine energy and a good amount of leader energy, someone who's innovative, someone who's focused on even technology with Aquarius. Technology or robotics, something to do with building. I feel like this person is very smart, very book smart. And then on the other end, we have Cancer, we have the Earth, and then we have Venus. So this person has this like grounded, compassionate, relationship-focused, home-focused energy where it's like Cancer, 4th house energy. I care about the home, I care about balance, I care about being comfortable and also having like a system that works. I care about maintaining my relationship with my family. Earth, this person is grounded, they like to be at peace. And then Venus, they have this kind of romantic streak that makes them very much so attentive to you and your personal needs, and very tapped into what you want and how you function and how you feel most comfortable. This person is very, I can't think of the word for it, but it's like when people are very like hospitality focused, like they're someone who, if you come to their house, they're gonna cook food, like that kind of thing, where they're traditional and just hospitable. They always come with like gifts or an offering. That's what I'm seeing. And then we have Virgo and Pluto, okay? Okay, Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, regeneration, new beginnings, but also endings. And then we have Virgo, which can be a bit meticulous and also associated with the home and the mother archetype. So I feel like this person, they do give a lot of feminine energy. Actually, we have Venus, we have Earth, we have Virgo, which I'm pretty sure is a feminine sign, as well with the masculine of Pluto and the Sun. So it's like this person, they have a good balance of both, but that Plutonian energy kind of brings in this seriousness about them. They may be more stoic or even a little bit detached. Like they may spend the majority of their time working on whatever they're interested in, whether that's building. Everybody has a thing. Like I spend a lot of my time reading. Some people spend a lot of their time gaming. Some people like to spend a lot of time cooking in the kitchen. Some people like to spend a lot of time redecorating their house. But they're really big on that. They're really big on having their thing. Their thing keeps them sane. So this person is really big on that boundary or that balance in life where it's like we have our own personal life, our own personal interest, and then we have our lives together where we just love each other with that Venus energy. We support each other with that Cancerian and that Earth energy. And Virgo too. But Pluto, there's like also a little bit, they may be physically intimidating. I wonder if they have like an intimidating look. But that does kind of add this more serious overtone, making this person someone who's about principle and fairness and structure, cycles, evolution. Spirit, who is this person for group 4? Nice. Okay, I'm going to put these ones back. If they fall out, then I'll take them. But if they don't fall out all the way. Spirit, who is this person? Thank you. I feel like this person may be babied a little bit. Ooh, specifically by their mother, Spirit is saying. This person may be a masculine, but with more feminine qualities. Maybe they grew up in a household with, but at the same time, they demand respect. And I feel like, you know, with Aquarius and the Sun, they do have the, like the, you know, the stuff to show for it. It's not like, oh, they demand respect, but they don't have nothing to offer. Like, no, with the Sun in Aquarius, they probably do make a good amount of money. They could even be in technology. They could work for a company that, you know, like Google or Twitter or, you know, something big. We have Vane here. We have Vane and Taker. So I was hearing that they may have been babied by their mom or, you know, babied in the household. Vane, you won't catch me without a mirror. Taker says, I don't mind taking as long as you're giving. So something about them feels like a little spoiled or feels a little entitled. Like I said, I feel like they may have been babied, but they do take care of you and vice versa. I got a very, like I said, hospitable energy from them. So I feel like they just expect that in return very much so. They don't like selfish people or selfish energy. For the most part, we got happy. It says, I'm a happy person by nature. So they're not super pessimistic or, you know, someone who is a dark cloud. But this person gives a lot, and to be honest, I feel like they're someone who expects a lot. And it's kind of like, tricky dealing with people like that because I get it, but also it's kind of like tricky because it's like you don't want, like, don't give to me if you are trying to get something back, you know? So it's just like, you may struggle with this person to that degree, and it's your forever person. So we're not just getting the good stuff, we're getting everything about them. But again, we have nurturing. So they have this kind of like nurturing ability, this nurturing side. They're very intuitive and focused on you, what you need, what you want. Nurturing says, I want to comfort and take care of you. So again, it's like they want to baby you as well, but this person is a big baby themselves. If you like to baby your partner, you'll be into it. But if you're more used to being the one that's babied in the relationship, or you're not used to, like, say this person is a masculine that has like that feminine energy and that expects to be babied and taken care of. If you like them more masculine and more of a hyper masculine kind of way where it's like really about the gender roles and things like that, that could be something it takes you some time to get used to. Yeah, see, that's so interesting. Like we have introverted. It says, I'm the reserved, quiet, and shy type. I don't feel like this person is necessarily quiet. I feel like, especially when they're around people that they love, like friends and family, they can be very loud and, you know, just like everyone else. But at the same time, there is this cleared like line in the sand where it's like this person can be very introverted. They spend a lot of time in their lair or, you know, working on whatever projects that they're into at the time, group 4. So it feels like there is a side of this person. Yeah, and this perfectly describes it. We got moody. We have moody and gossipy. So this person, they're really like your best friend, your forever person, okay? They want the tea, they want the chisme, they may be a chismo. Someone who likes the gossip, okay? They want to know what's going on. Gossipy says, I like to talk a lot and spill the beans. Moody says, you never know which personality you're going to get with me. So tapping in, I feel like that's 100% accurate, especially with that Pluto, because they're big on like working on yourself and regenerating yourself. So this person has strong boundaries, and you're going to have strong boundaries to deal with them, because you don't want to allow someone to make you feel like a self-improvement project. Like, you need to make it clear with this person when you first get with them, like, I'm getting with you because I'm in love with you. And through this marriage, I'm making a promise for you to, you're going to be my person. I'm going to work through this with you. But let me make this clear. That does not at all mean that I'm about what you're about and that I'm going to live my life the way that you live your life. So you need to be satisfied with me now. And that needs to be the reason that you're in this relationship and that you want to be with me, because Virgo can already be a very self-deprecating placement. There's this like self-eating energy with Virgo. I don't know what that is. Maybe you guys know and you can let me know. But I noticed that Virgo placement can really eat you up in a certain area. Like for me, I have Virgo in my Mars placement, and it makes me hyper-analyze every action I take, everything I do. It makes me extremely hyper self-aware. So it can be a very self-eating placement. With Virgo and Pluto, and then Cancer making them emotional, and then Venus making them want to get what they want all the time. This is, again, someone you got to set clear boundaries with. Like, listen, I am who I am, and I know that you go through these, constant changes and regeneration, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to do that, and you're not going to make me feel bad for living life the way I want to live life. This is your forever person. So again, it's not just like, oh, 2-year relationship. So it's like all the good and then a little bit of bad at the end, and then you did. It's like, no, we're getting everything. So yeah, you need to know that, like so you can sustain the relationship long term. If I see something, I'm going to say something, period. We have the Fool card and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Spirit, how is this relationship coming together? How are they getting together with their forever person? How are they meeting them? Wow, we got the Tower and the Two of Wands. So this is challenging for the both of you. It's getting a little bit of like enemies to lovers trope, but we do have the Emperor in reverse. So maybe it's more on the masculine's end. If you identify, well, no, it could be the masculine in both of you. We all have masculine and feminine energy. So maybe you really struggle with logically, because it's hard to accept this person. Or it can be hard to accept a person like this. So maybe you struggle with like your logical mind when it comes to this connection, and it's the both of you, or maybe it's whoever would be like the divine masculine polarity in the relationship if you're more traditional in that way, where it's like, I want to be the feminine and I want a masculine. But we have the Emperor in reverse and the Two of Wands. So again, it's giving a little enemies to lovers, almost a little bit of an energy of this person may be in a position where they're not supposed to be flirting with you in the beginning. So maybe you meet them at their job, or this person is above you at your job, like, in some sort of HR position. That would make sense why they'd be like not trying to fraternize with the employees, or a managerial position. Or you could work at a coffee shop, downtown, and this person always comes to your coffee shop. So it's like, something like that. Could be that too. But we have the Fool card and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So this connection is happening as Nine of Cups in reverse. You're releasing an older version of yourself and an older version of your life. It looks like with that Fool card, you've walked away from something. But we have the Tower card. So this is happening when there's big changes happening in your life. Honestly, when stuff's kind of hitting the fan, with it being the Tower. So something about this, again, it feels unexpected. Honestly, it could even just be their energy. You may not like this person in the beginning because you may see them as like arrogant, selfish, maybe even narcissistic, wanting to have things their way. They're babied. Like, that may be your worst nightmare, to date a masculine, or just to date someone in general that's babied by their mother. That may be like your worst fear, something you would never accept. But this person is your forever person, they're the love of your life. At the end of the day, like, the heart wants what it wants, and you cannot ignore the pull that you have towards them. And, you have your own things as well. We're tapping into their energy, but you have your own shadow side and things like that. So, you know, you probably have ways that you're bringing, you know, your own stuff to the table that kind of like would be a negative or something that they wouldn't want. So it's always mutual, but it feels like, you know, you're kind of having to turn off your logical mind, especially with that Emperor in reverse. And surrender to your heart to move into this relationship. But with that Nine of Cups in reverse, it's kind of hard for you to trust your heart with this person. I really do feel that way. We have the Ace of Cups, like you've lived your life, or so much of the recent years for you has been about undoing like that old behavior that aligned you with narcissistic people or people who just take. And it's like Ace of Cups, you've developed a strong sense of self and a strong sense of love. So perhaps that's why you're struggling to accept this person or to get used to them. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I see this happening as there's some sort of transition happening in your life. Queen of Pentacles in reverse could be a new job. Ace of Wands in reverse could be letting go of an old person, relationship, or manifestation. And with the Tower, it's kind of like spirit coming through and dismantling everything that you've built with this Fool card here. So there's definitely new start energy happening. You're meeting them in a position, in a different position than them first. I feel like they may make more money or they may be higher than you in some way. Energy is fluid, so it could be vice versa, especially if you know you got a high paying job, then it's like, who gonna make more than me? So maybe that's you and you're having a hard time trusting this person. I mean, it makes sense. Like if you're a CEO, it's like, ugh, really? The coffee shop employee spirit? Like, is that what we're doing? That may be what we're doing, Cha. But it seems like there's a difference between the two of you and so much self-love that you've built that it's just a real challenge for you to open up to this person. But you are doing it. I mean, this is your forever person. Spirit, can we get the timeline for group 4? We have a Libra season, which is September 23rd to October 23rd, and then we have December. We also have time is on your side, so this could be coming through by the end of this year for you, group 4. Let's see what else we get. Time is on your side, so whatever the case, it is a win-win situation. I'm also hearing Spirit saying, wow, we got Scorpio season, which is October to November, so we literally got September, October, November, December. I love that. It's looking like this is coming by the end of the year. I was just going to say something else and I forgot what it was. Oh, I think I was just talking about this time is on your side. That Spirit kind of saying it's a win-win. So if you've been really pushing yourself to like manifest this, or if you've been really pushing yourself to get out of your comfort zone, I feel like taking things one step at a time, like as it's comfortable for you, will be fine. I almost don't want to pull anymore because I'm like, no, I don't want anything to come out that's like spring. Like, no. Well, let me just get a couple more to make sure everyone is covered. Anything else we need to know about time? We have in the distant future and focus on something else. So I feel like you're a very powerful manifestor, group 4. And we literally had time is on your side and all these cards coming up talking about like what would be the near future. So I feel like in the distant future is coming up because you are a master manifestor. And if you do continue to meddle in the universe's plans, if you do like continue to manifest and try to bring things towards you, it is going to actually push back the timeline because you would essentially be manifesting someone else. So a lot of this process does have to do with surrender because I don't feel like this person is perfectly like I don't feel like this is the person you would describe from what you know and what you think and what you've experienced. This is definitely a connection where the higher power is bringing you together, because Spirit is saying this is what you truly need and this is what would be very beneficial to you. This is the person who's your forever person. Like, this is the person you'll truly give yourself to fully. So I feel like if you move from your logical mind, that's even going to make you manifest, or that's even going to make you kind of step out of line, step out of bounds, and get yourself out of alignment. And if anything, we have creator alchemy here. I would recommend The Complete Idiot's Guide to Alchemy. I freaking love that book. It's just so good. It teaches you spiritual, mental, and physical alchemy. And Spirit is saying, instead of like magic itself, let's focus on alchemy, taking what you have, transmuting it into something else. So essentially optimizing what you already have, or leveling up yourself. That would be better for you to focus on than the external. Instead of bringing something in, taking what you have and transmuting it. And then we have the collaboration of souls here. So this is a good time for you to collab. You may be collaborating with someone soon, especially if you are a business or an influencer, someone who's been wanting to collaborate and expand in that way. With the collaboration of souls, I feel like you're going to come together with this person and really activate them. And Spirit is saying, continue to alchemize yourself so that you can be open to doing that. And that is what I got for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, that is where you can find me. And that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.